Yo guys, what's up? It's Alex from GMG Studio. In this video we will continue with our OKR tracking app for Android, and we will add text input to our AddOKRScreen, and we will use a view model. Let's start with the video. First of all, we will create a new Kotlin class in the app package and we will name it AddOKRViewModel. We don't want any logic in our view, this is why we are using a view model. So first of all, when we want to create a new OKR, it will have a title, and the title is a string, and the string has to be mutable because it can change. So we will write private var underscore title $string by mutable state of. As you can see, it's red because we are missing some imports. We need the Android X compose runtime.mutable state of, runtime.getValue, and runtime.setValue. We made it private because we don't want any class to change it directly. When we have to expose it, we will use a value title, which is a string, and only expose a getter, and get is equal to underscore title. Because we don't have a setter, the setter is private, we need a function to update the title. We'll call it fun_update_title and take a title as argument and write underscore title is equal to title. I do it this way because if there's any logic while updating the title, I can do it in this function. And we have to make it to a view model, so we write $ViewModel and initialize it. Now let's use the view model. Go to AddOKRScreen, and on fun AddOKRScreen we want to pass a view model of the type AddOKRViewModel. And we have to fix it every time we use the AddOKRScreen. We want to pass it while initializing the screen, because if we don't do it, every time something changes, in our example the title, the screen gets recomposed and the view model gets newly initialized and it resets the title. This is why we have to pass the view model while initializing the screen. And don't worry guys, in one of the next videos we will add dependency injection. Now let's build this screen. Go to AddOKRScreen and let's zoom a bit. Now we want to use a column because we want to place our UI elements vertically in the screen. Then we will add a modifier, and the modifier is equal to modifier.fillMaxSize because we want to use the full size of the screen. Well, let's fix it and format it a bit. Now it looks better. Now we also want to add the horizontal alignment, and we write horizontal alignment is equal to alignment.center horizontally because we will start in the center. And the vertical arrangement is arrangement.center because we want to start in the center. And now let's build the UI. The first thing we need is a text input for the title. There are different text fields we can choose from, but I don't like them, so we will use the outlined text field because I think it looks the best. Now the value is the ViewModel.title. This is the title we can enter. And on value changed, we will just do nothing, just to show it to you. We will fix it later. Let's fix the formatting. And let's have a look at the design. Well, let's zoom a bit because we can't see anything. Now, as you can see, there's the text field, and if you tap on it, it will jump to outline text field. But it doesn't look great. Let's add something. We will add a label because we always want to show a placeholder. And the text is equal to, let's say, OKR title. Now let's refresh the preview. And after refreshing it, we can see there's a placeholder named OKR title. This is the string we entered left. This is the label. Now let's continue. Now, every time the text changes, we want to update our view model, so we have to write something in onValueChange. This is triggered every time the value changes. So let's go. I won't use it, you could just use it, but I will write new title, so if you look at this code, you understand what value changed. We write new title and an arrow, and then we call ViewModel.updateTitle and pass the new title. This is it. So every time the text changes, we will update the view model. Now let's take a look at the emulator. We will run it And when we click on Add OKR, we can see the OKR title and we can enter something. This is why I choose the outline text field. I just think it looks better. Now let's go back to the code. Now let's add a spacer. We will just write spacer and the modifier is equal to modifier.height, because we want to space a height, 20.dp. Well, the import didn't work. Now let's write it again, and if you hover over dp, you can see unresolved reference dp and you can import it. Now as you can see, it imported android.blah blah blah. Now let's add a text and a button to add more key results, or actually add any key results. Because we want to align the button and the text vertically, we will use a row. And we will add some modifiers. The first modifier is modifier.fill max width, because we want to fill the max width. Then we will add a spacing. And we will do this with a horizontal arrangement, and we write horizontal arrangement is equal to arrangement dot, as you can see there's space evenly, space between, and we will choose space evenly. Then we will add the vertical alignment, and the alignment is alignment dot center vertically. Now let's add a button and a text. When we go into the row and we write text, and the text is equal to, let's say, 0 key results. Then we will also add a button. And it's pretty easy. The button, the on click, we will just print, let's write println, add key result. Write whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. And now let's design the button. We want to add an icon, and the image vector is equal to icons.filled.add, because we want to add something. And then we have to add a content description. This is just if somebody doesn't see, he knows what this button is. And the button is equal to add key result button, because this is what this button does. Now let's refresh the preview. And as you can see, there's a text, 0 key results, and a plus button. And if we change the spacement to space between, let's refresh it, you can see the space changed, but we want to space it evenly. Now there's one thing that annoys me in this view. There's text directly in the view, and I don't like this. We'll write a to-do comment to fix this later. Let's fix it in the next video and add localization to the app. If we do this now, while we're beginning developing the app, it's no big deal. If we do it later, we have to refactor many things and it's really annoying. So let's do it now. And we can also support different languages. So if it's an English phone, it will show the English language. If it's a German phone, it will show the German language. And the best thing, Android 13 supports app-specific languages. So you can choose for the OKR app to have it in German, for YouTube to have it in English. This is actually really cool. I really like it. So we will also show this in a video. Guys, I hope the video was helpful. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. If you have any ideas, let us know in the comments. Now I will fix the comments, because there should always be over the code you comment. And there's also missing one comment right there. Guys, I hope the video was helpful. See you in the next video. Like the video if you liked the video, dislike the video if you disliked the video, subscribe if you want to be notified on our future content. We are also on Instagram and Facebook. Feel free to follow us there as well. And have a great day. Start creating, stop consuming.